Yes, we're gonna go and see an old house up here in the woods, here in Sweden, here in Färgelanda, in yeah, the western Sweden, I guess, in the south. I've seen so many videos on people yeah, buying houses, cheap houses here in Sweden, and they are all up in the north, far up in the north. So I'm gonna show some houses that's down south that's also cheap, so you can yeah, you don't have to live where there's snow half of the year. You have to, yeah, live so far from a big city. So this house is yeah, as you can see, the road is bad. You have to do quite a lot on the road here. You see, it says usually good stuff under the dirt here, so there's some gravel and stuff under here. So yeah, I guess if you have the four-wheel drive, you can go up here pretty easy. But yeah, that's the biggest problem usually, and quite expensive to do a road all the way up, because this house is a bit up here in the woods here. But yeah, if you like to live secluded, then don't have any neighbors, and it's a perfect spot. I guess I record more when we get up there. Okay, here we are up at the property. This is actually my second take, because I'm really new at this YouTube stuff, so I filmed all wrong. So yeah, take two. Yeah, so here is the house. It's from the 1800s somewhere. It's quite a small cottage, but yeah, it's probably like 50 square feet or something like that, square meters. Yeah, they have changed the roof on it, so they have saved it. Many properties like this, the houses like this, they don't change the roof, so then it deteriorates really fast. But yeah, so that is done. Yeah, the big thing here is that the house has sunk down quite a bit. You see the stones here, they have fallen over and they have sunk down in the ground. What they used to do is like dig the foundation, probably stones 2-3 layers down, but they have sunk down during the time, the hundreds of years the house has stood here. So, but it's a log house, so it's a real sturdy walls, so you can just put a jack or 2 or 3 jacks on this side, and the same on this side, and you just lift the house up with the jacks. Just pump it up, and you just put the foundation back where it's supposed to be, level again, and then you have a nice foundation again for the house. So it looks bad, but it's not that hard to do it. Yeah, the wood also looks quite bad, but you can just you can actually just clean it and paint it again. This wood is like the best wood you can get, this old wood. And if you want to change it's always down where the end of the tree or the plank is, where it gets bad. So you can just take a meter and you can just cut it there, and yeah, then you can see how the lower log is. Maybe the lower log needs to be changed, maybe half of it. As to say, if the rot is not through the half of the center, then it's okay. So you don't have to change it. So many just change logs when they don't need to, and spend more money than they need on the house. So I would just cut a meter up here, and then I would just groove it together and preferably find a local mill that has nice planks you can buy there, and you just change the part that it's needed. If you would like to go on the cheap, of course you can change the whole thing, but yeah, then you need to change so much more. So if you want, you can just do it like that, and you can do nice grooves so it looks nice again, and then wash and paint it again. And the windows, again, they are like the best windows you can get. They lasted more than 150 years here. You see some glass have broken, but it's, yeah, you just remove this and you go to preferably you find like old mouth blown glass like this, and you replace that part of the window, and then you just put in new caulk. You just, of course, sand it and scrape all the loose paint away, and you add fresh paint, and it will be good to go again. It will last 100 years more. The worst is on this house, it's the back side here. But again, it's you just take a meter up or half a meter up, and you look at the log. Probably this log definitely needs to be changed. What do you see here? They have actually used concrete here, which is really bad. You should not use concrete on the logs or when it's touching tree like that. That's concrete leads water really bad, so it's a bad idea to do it like that. Yeah, again, this is just an example of all the houses you can get here for cheap, and this property has probably between 5 or 10 acres of land attached to it. And if you don't want the land, you can probably talk to the neighboring farmer, and you can see if he wants to buy the land, and you can just use the house if you don't want the land. So there's many ways to do it. But yeah, this is an off-grid property, so it's not attached to any water or electric or sewer system. But here I think, yeah, it's an old earth cellar. The door has rotted away, but yeah, it's probably okay to use if you want to. I don't know how much it would be to get electric up here and do a line up here, but it's like half a kilometer up a road there, bad road, so it would be quite expensive. I think probably like 50,000 crowns or something like that. But yeah, guys, you could probably buy the house and do it up again for like, yeah, between 3 and 500,000, something like that, depending how much you want to do with it, of course. If you just want to do those easy steps that I said, those cheap steps, then you could probably get away with like something like that. Of course, that's the inside, and then it's the floor, of course. And I would probably lift up the floor. What's cool with these old houses is the floor is actually detached from the house, so it's floating freely inside the house. And they did it like that on purpose, so they could remove the outer planks, and they would put insulation there in the winters, or if they felt that it had started to get windy or draggy up through the floor, then they would take out that plank and put some more insulation there, and so it's freely from the house, so you can just take up the planks one by one. It's quite hard to get them up whole. I guess you can cut every nail, and it would be easier. I had some problem with that on my house, so but I saved all the flooring and did other stuff with it, because the planks are like this thick and they're really nice wood. So if you could save it, you could do it. Take the floor out, and I would probably put Hassopor or Leka in the whole foundation. Or some people do a slab inside. They pour a concrete slab inside. Of course, you need to get away from all the wood again, of course, but yeah, then you can have put like floor heating and stuff inside there, and then you have a nice heating system in the house, and you don't need to worry about mice and moisture and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, this is an example of some videos I'm planning to do. The weather is not as nice as I planned. I got out here a bit late here, so the sun is gone down quite a lot here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe, and I will try to do more of these videos for you. Okay, bye. So here we're coming up to another property I've seen driving by here many times, but now I've never been here actually, so I hope there's no one living here. Yeah, so here we are at the property again. Not the best weather or time of day to be filming here. Could have done it during the day where it was sunny and nice, but yeah, here we are. So again, it's just a tiny little cottage here, the edge of the forest, with this nice view. Just stepping out of your porch. Yeah, you can see again here the foundation is just gone. And you can see here, this is quite bad actually. The cornerstone has fell, so that is actually there's 4 big cornerstones, and then the logs and everything else is just fill in more or less. So those are really important. So but yeah, here again you can just more or less just lift it up and do it good again, and then it's not that hard. I'm gonna try to link some videos on people doing this. Yeah, all original, really low ceiling. What I've done in my house, I took the ceiling away and let it go up to the big roof, just to have some, because you can almost not use the loft up there anyway because it's so low. So here's it's the same story here with the foundation, more or less. It's yeah, when they did the foundations back then, they didn't do it so well, so it's the big part that deteriorates over time. But yeah, the roof is good. They have some gutters and yeah, drainage, probably not so much drainage, but yeah, at least there's gutters. Again, you can probably get this property for cheap price, and you can do it up as you, yeah, how much you want, and during some time you can probably live in it like it is right now if you wanted to a bit, and you can do more and more during the years. It's you don't need to have the fancy house and all the gadgets and everything. Then you need to spend so much money and you need to work all the time, and it's better to have a cheap place and you can restore it slowly, and you can live peacefully and have your freedom to do whatever you want during the days. It's what I realized when I bought a house in this neighborhood here, and I bought it cheap, but then I started renovating, and then it just, yeah, it costs so much to renovate if you want to have it like super nice, and yeah, you can, and it's a quite big house. So yeah, I wish I would have bought something like this. Then you can do it cheap, and you can yeah, you don't need to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week and come home on the weekends and be tired. And yeah, here you can just live your life. Yeah. Okay guys, I'm gonna try find some new properties. I have a few more I know here, so if you know any properties around Gothenburg or Uddevalla, or you can please send me a message and I will go and check them out. See if we can get some people living in these old houses again. Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah, I found another place here. It's this is this is a bit too far gone, but yeah, if you wanted to, you could actually quite easily get it livable again. Oh, I haven't really seen it, so I can't really say too much yet, but yeah, I would say it's probably a bit too far gone, but it's yeah, it's what happens when they don't take care of the house, when they don't put on a roof, and yeah, or maybe this is just an old barn, maybe, I don't know, but it looks like a house, I guess. Yeah, it's an old house. But yeah, the farmer has probably used it for animals, or maybe. Yeah, you see the log structure. It's yeah, I would say this is a bit too far gone. But yeah, if you really wanted to, you could change those logs, and you can dig everything out and change those logs. Only change those logs that need to be changed. And yeah, probably rip the siding away. But here you can see the structure and the logs have tilted out a bit. I don't really know why that happens, but yeah, probably the foundation has made it unstable, and then it's just fallen to the side. But this was probably a real nice place one time. You can see the old stairs. Yeah, imagine this view here. Sitting here with your coffee and the sun. Yeah, now it's. I find the best time to film this. So it would be way nicer if you had some sun here. But yeah, the spot is really nice. So. Too bad they didn't take care of it. And this could be one of those other houses which I showed you also. It's so yeah, it would be really nice to get some people living in these old houses before they get this bad. Okay, bye. Oh, I just went in, and maybe someone wanted to see the inside. It's like an old kitchen shelving. Of course, they build it right on the walls. Old windows. Yeah, there's even the old kitchen sofa. And probably the farmer has slept there many times. An old coffin. And there's an old drawer. Yeah. So, but yeah, the roof is just gone. So. Yeah. But here you can see they actually did. They did this in many old houses. You think the dirt in there is... why would they put dirt up in the... between the... in the roof and between the floors, and I can't find a word right now, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's... and I actually used this. It was like the cheapest way of insulating the houses. When they didn't have the spawn, I don't know what it's called now. It's like wood chips, small wood chips they put in the floor when they have a little bit more money. But when they didn't have even that amount of money, they put just dirt, dry dirt, which they like, I guess, try to get as much air in it as possible. As you know, it's the air that insulates, it's not the fabric itself. So I guess it worked. Yeah. Okay, but I just show the inside too. Bye.